Day 7 of the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, and they're going toe-to-toe and eyeball-to-eyeball on the track. They're diving for gold in the women's synchronised 10-metre platform. In netball, something had to give as serial winners New Zealand and Jamaica clashed. And boxing reaches the quarter-final stage of the men's bantam and heavyweight divisions. Our first destination is Hampden Park for a busy first session of athletics. The final morning session of athletics at Hampden Park saw the start of the men's 200-metre qualifying. The first of the Jamaican sprinters went in Heat 3, with a lot expected of Olympic bronze medalist Warren Weir as he made his Commonwealth Games debut.
Well, Weir was very slow to rise into the set position in lane number 6. Daniel Bailey's going well in lane number 3. Bailey's running a storming bend. It's going to be Bailey, it's going to be Weir. Hugging the line, Daniel Bailey in lane number 3. He's going to qualify comfortably, as is Warren Weir. And it looks like Richards from Trinidad and Tobago is going to come through in third. But 20.71 seconds. Very comfortable indeed, as you would expect.
British 200-metre champion Danny Talbot from England ensured his qualification on his Games debut in Heat 4. While Canada's Andre de Grasse qualified fastest from Heat 5 ahead of South Africa's Akin Simbine. After a 6th place finish in the final of the 100 metres, Jamaica's Jason Livermore was expecting more from his favoured 200-metre event. He lined up in Heat 7.
He's not finding it too warm here. Nice to see he's got a sense of humour. James Ellington's ignoring the antics there. Former UK champion, big reception for him. So Livermore is already storming away, but James Ellington's tracking him nicely round the bend. Those two going well at the moment. Houston of Bermuda's running well on the outside, but it's the Jamaican coming home. He's already glancing round. Ellington's coming up alongside him just to let him know he's there. And the two of them exchanging eyeballs and glances as they come down the home straight. Very smooth qualification from Jason Livermore. He may have been feeling the effects of a rather breezy, blustery morning here in Glasgow, but he got the job done there by 2/100ths of a second from Ellington.
Having run his personal best this season, Jamaica's Rasheed Dwyer was in form coming into Glasgow. His strongest competition in Heat 8 was England's Christopher Clark.
And away they go. Good start from Dwyer. Colborne got out quick as well, and Clark on the inside. Dwyer's got a little bit to do as they come off the bend, and on the outside Geddes the Australian. Clark really flowing well on the inside. Dwyer has a look across to him and just eases past. The old little bit of psychology. He comes through as the winner. Second place Clark, third place Geddes for Australia, and a winning time unofficially at 20.59.
Antoine Adams from St Kitts and Nevis took Heat 9, with Therese Smith from the Bahamas taking the second automatic qualifying place. 30-year-old Michael Mathieu was representing the Bahamas at the Games for the first time and had his sights set on qualification from Heat 10.
So who's going to take the last two automatic spots? Mathieu's got a brilliant start, and Kanata's got some work to do on the inside. Also going well is Metu on the outside. And now the Kenyan is beginning to close down the athlete from the Bahamas. So it's Mathieu takes it from Kanata. Pretty comfortable there. Groh will have to wait to see if he goes through as a fastest loser.
So there is the list, the full list of qualifiers, and Mathieu the fastest. Canadian Andre de Grasse looked good as well. Danny Talbot, impressive run from him. Rasheed Dwyer, Jamaicans going so well. Jason Livermore as well. And Warren Weir, he just jogged through, didn't he, for his 20.71. Warren Weir, a sub-20-second man. It's going to be fascinating to see how that unfolds, though. Semi-finals coming up tomorrow.
The women's heptathlon continued on day 7. After 4 rounds, Canada were leading the way, with Brianne Theisen-Eaton in the gold medal position ahead of round 5, the long jump. Australia's Sophie Stanwell needed a big jump to try and move up the standings, and she delivered in her first attempt, 5.99 metres, putting her in 3rd place. Jessica Taylor from England's personal best jump of 6.16 metres gave her standings a boost, but Jessica Zelinka's best effort of 5.91 meant teammate Brianne Theisen-Eaton could extend her lead at the top.
She'll be looking to put a bigger piece of daylight between herself and Zelinka and the rest. That's better, still a slight chop, but it's going to be a little bit of an improvement on her first round effort. And if she can get around 6.5 metres here, she could potentially, John, end this discipline with a well over a 300-point lead.
I don't think that this is really going to be open to debate after this. 6:44, and she is moving into a really powerful position.
Brianne Theisen-Eaton leading the way, 4,927 points.
The first heat of the men's 400-metre hurdles, current world champion Yehu Gordon from Trinidad and Tobago qualified in first place ahead of Jamaican Ansert White. South Africa's Cornel Fredericks was targeting a medal in Glasgow. He lined up in Heat 2. Jeffrey Gibson from Barbados would provide his main competition in the race.
So away they go, this second heat of the men's 400 hurdles. First 2 and 2 fastest losers, and Fredericks is really motoring, has gone out hard. Down the back straight, it's Fredericks for South Africa, who leads the way in lane 3 in the green vest. And you see the Jamaican, maybe his closest challenger, Leaford Green on the outside. But it's Fredericks looking strong and composed and hurdling well as they come around the second bend. And he has a clear advantage. This is good from the South African, trying to get into contact. Jeffrey Gibson of the Bahamas, he moves into second place and comes past Leaford Green. And coming right away, this is Cornel Fredericks, really good piece of running. And in second place, Jeffrey Gibson, finishing hard. Those are the two who will qualify automatically, 49.27. Good hurdling, good work.
Roxroy Cato from Jamaica qualified with the fastest time in Heat 3, with Boniface Muchero from Kenya also going through.
There's the full list of qualifiers for the final. Cornel Fredericks, the South African, the most impressive arguably.
To the qualifying for the women's 800 metres, and in Heat 3, Canada's Melissa Bishop was the in-form runner. We join the race on the final bend.
So it's 4 into 3 here, which doesn't go. Jess Judd in second place. Good running by Mel Bishop. The Canadian is going to come away to take this one. Jess Judd in second, and Dudgeon does make sure of third spot. Smith tired badly towards the end, which allowed Luca to come back in. Good qualification from Mel Bishop. She looked so smooth.
World champion from Kenya, Eunice Sum, lined up in Heat 3 alongside Delhi silver medalist Nikki Hamblin from New Zealand.
Around towards the finishing straight, only 3 will automatically qualify, but it's going to be a quick time, and it may well be that all these athletes are going to make it through, including Katie Kirk of Northern Ireland. But look at Eunice Sum coming right away in front. Lovely piece of front running from her, and she wins in 2 minutes 2.37 seconds. And quick times for all the athletes behind. Katie Kirk, Brittany McGowan, Nikki Hamblin, Marilyn Okoro. But Eunice Sum, she looked absolutely a class apart. So the full list of qualifiers for you. Melissa Bishop, fastest, the Canadian. 2 minutes 1:73, ahead of Jessica Judd and Emily Dudgeon. Eunice Sum looked really good